Well, once again, proud to be a Little Rock Trojan. Proud of our first regional win in program history, and the highest level win in tournament play. And this team, they keep doing firsts. We had an 8-0 streak that was a program first. We won the conference tournament, and now we got a regional win. And you got to get to a regional to learn how to win a regional. Then you got to get to a super to learn how to win a super. You got to get to Omaha to learn how to win in Omaha. And I'm just proud of these guys after a tough night last night against a really good team. I think it epitomizes who they've been all year, being able to get off the mat, resilient, and come out today and do what they did, especially offensively. We knew that Rhode Island, who has a great ball club, especially offensively, one of the best offenses in the country. We knew it was going to take some offense to hang with them and win, and thankful that we were able to keep adding on and then hang on. Proud of these guys.
Question for both players, Perry White with On the Yard Sports. What drew you guys to Little Rock to come play for Coach Curry and to, be a Trojan? What was it about the recruiting that, made you guys get there and have the success that you're having right now?
Man, this guy right here, the coaching staff is just, it's just great people. It's just, everything that, the plan that he had and everything is just, that's what I took it. They give me a chance, I took it, and I'm just happy to be here.
And then I played at UTA with Coach Cox, the pitching coach. And then we got new coaches, all that. And then I was actually going to hang him up until he gave me a call to come play a fifth year, and I'm glad I did.
I can give you a little more context on these guys. Angel, originally from Columbia, played at junior college and was committed to another Power 4 program, and then had an unfortunate injury on the field and became available. And then our recruiting coordinator, Matt Parker, when we hired him this summer, said, hey, I know where a power hitting first baseman is. And so we were able to get Angel here, and what a great student, what a great person. And I'm very proud of him. And then Coach Brady Cox is young enough that he actually played with Zach at UTA. And as a believe a grad transfer, our academic staff did a great job of getting him over into school and battled through some injuries. Both these guys have been banged up different ways, and our season started to go a lot better when both of them finally got healthy. So I'm proud of these men. They did a great job today.
Charles Sauzer, I'm reporting for the Arkansas Democrat, and I have a question for Zach. After the game last night, how do you bounce back? Today, the team looked like the one that was at the conference tournament. You came back so well. Tell me about the process, how that happens.
Yeah, after a tough loss against a good team like that, you just got to get a good night's sleep, wake up, get breakfast, and then our backs are against the wall, so we just got to give it all out on the field and go from there.
What about the confidence level? It looks like you had it today.
Confidence-wise, I feel like in this game, to be able to play as good as you want to, you have to have the confidence. And if you don't have the confidence in yourself, then you won't be able to do the things you want to do.
And Hill, I wanted to ask you about that home run. I thought that home run created the separation for you guys to really close it out. Tell me about that home run.
Just trying to get a good pitch to put a bat on ball, and it happened. So I'm just glad it happened. Just trying to help the team win.
I agree with you. I think that swing was the separator. If you look at each inning, when they scored great offense, we answered each time, especially there in the fourth and the fifth. And then we added on, and then we got a shutdown inning by Brody Bunting. We were obviously trying to find a way to slow their great offense down, and handed the ball to Brody. And he was a weakened starter earlier in the year. He's got really good stuff. And we needed someone to just throw the ball over the plate and attack. while our offense could create separation. But Angel had a big game-tying hit in the OVC Tournament Championship and another big hit tonight.
Yeah, Angel, I just want to ask, you know, when you're going back and forth and there's so many runs being scored, I guess, what are the conversations like in the dugout, and how much confidence do you get seeing your teammates go up and y'all kind of continuing to pass the bat the way y'all did?
I mean, just sticking with the plan. I mean, just every pitch is a battle. I mean, pitch by pitch, out by out, inning by inning. I mean, we just don't want to stop. We just want to have fun, enjoy the game, and just go out there and give it all up.
And then Zach, just to be a part of a historic team, to do something that Little Rock has never done, what does that mean to you to be a part of that?
It means everything to me. You know, this is my last year, and I'm so grateful we made a regional, won a championship, and I hope tomorrow's not our last game.
Have any more questions for our players? Okay. Thank you, guys. Y'all can go.
Thank you.
All right, got a question for Coach here. Or back here? Yeah.
Yeah, Coach, just after last night, to be able to regroup the way that you guys did, I know that's kind of been the theme of the last few weeks, but to see the way that they responded to adversity, just how proud are you of them for that?
Yeah, we stole a line. I believe it was Troy Tulowitzki who had a quote that we really liked a week or so ago about, you know, how do you recover when you have a rough loss? And he said, well, you shower well, you wash it off. Coach Burtman used to say you flush it, and you move on. And one thing that I have learned about coaching these young men that are 18 to 22 years old, they'll move on if you let them. They'll hang on to it if you hang on to it as a coach. I don't sleep, I don't eat, I don't do anything when we lose. These guys, they care immensely, but they're young. They're ready to move on to the next day. And so I've learned that if I'll move on and let it go, they will do the same thing. And that's the message. And once they've seen themselves do it enough times and know that after a tough loss they can bounce back, you just kind of pull out the playbook and say, hey, you remember how you did that last time? We're just going to do that this time. And so it's toughness. How much have you been through and keep going? And that's a credit to them.
Coach, you know, I live here in Baton Rouge now, but I grew up in Arkansas, in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, actually. And, you know, growing up, you look around the state, and it's always been the Razorbacks. But like you said today, you guys, for the first time, big program victory. What has it been like for you to put the state and the whole region on notice in terms of this program? And what has that process been like for you to build this program up in Little Rock?
Yeah, I'm born and raised in the state of Arkansas, and I've always wanted baseball in the state of Arkansas to grow. There's room for championship programs in the state of Arkansas, and I want to make sure that this program here in Little Rock expects to be in regionals, expects to win championships, and has that mentality. I think we have great baseball coaches all over the state. You've got a very good one at Pine Bluff. And so anytime we square off, it's always good baseball. But I want the state of Arkansas to be known as a very highly competitive baseball state. And I want Little Rock to be known as a tough baseball school.
Yeah, just I want to ask about that quick start. How important was it to go and put up a big number like you did in the second inning to kind of set the tone for the day?
Well, going back to the OVC tournament, that was the key to those wins. Was we had a 5 spot, a 6 spot, a 5 spot early, and so that gives a little cushion to allow our pitchers to breathe a little bit. They don't have to be perfect. Again, we knew that Rhode Island's offense was powerful and explosive, and we didn't have to panic when they made a run back at us like they did in the second inning. And you just start seeing the swings free up a little bit more. Early on, Angel had the big home run and we had some base hits, but these runs here were manufactured with 2 outs. Started with a hit by pitch by Ty Rhodes. Sammy Harris gets put back in the lineup because we really liked the matchup with his swing. He hits a home run. We had a safety squeeze by Reed Wilbanks. We stole some bases, and so I'm happy with the way that our offense today was dynamic with short game, power, running the bases. Thought, except for one time where we overran first base, we ran the bases well. I don't believe we had an error, and those were keys. But to your point, Jack, getting out early just kind of makes everybody exhale a little bit and play more free. When you're coming from behind, it's tougher to do those things in your offense.
All right, right here, front row.
Hey, Coach, talk to me about the level of your conference, the Ohio Valley Conference, how it's prepared you to get to this point, the success that you had, and just let people know out there what type of conference that is and how tough it is for you guys.
It's our 3rd year in the Ohio Valley. We came from the Sun Belt, which is a juggernaut of a league. We competed near the top of the Sun Belt when we were in it. I think we had 2 or 3 top 3 finishes and a couple of players of the year. Our league, if you look back to last year, our tournament champion, I believe, went to the final game, at least won 2 games. You guys will have to fact check me on that. But it's a gritty, tough league. The parks they have a lot of character. You have to understand how to play on the road, and they're very good baseball coaches. And that kind of game felt a little bit like an OVC, maybe Sunday game, where it's just back and forth, and you cannot stop scoring, and you've got to get into their bullpen and not let up. But we knew when I played for Jim Case at Mississippi State, and then he moved to Jacksonville State in Alabama. They won the OVC a few times, and I asked Coach what it was like, and he said it is a tough league. You're not going to go into that league and just run through it. Great coaches, great players, some big leaguers, some guys get drafted out of there, and we're proud to represent our league.
All right, any more questions for Coach? All right, Coach, thank you.
Thank you. Go Trojans.